What up, world? Established Rich coming right back at you. Tonight, we got to talk about something that's been all over the internet. I'm talking about this whole situation with Ja Rule, maxb, Brandy and Monica, and some people who were very clearly not supposed to be in the same room at the same time. And if you know anything about New York energy, you know one wrong look can ruin a whole night. But this story got more layers than a brunch croissant, because the first version told to the internet was simple. Ja Rule got jumped outside a restaurant, but that wasn't true. Then they said maxb and his people did it. That wasn't true either. Then the story got cleaned up, and that's when things started sounding a whole lot more real, because according to what's been said, including Tasha K's version, the alleged situation happened backstage at Monica and Brandy's show. Let's be honest, that alone is already wild. You at a Brandy and Monica concert. You supposed to be hearing the boy's mind, not seeing the fade's mind, because this is where the story gets interesting. Because according to multiple people talking online, Ja Rule tried to go out on stage when maxb was out, the wave guy himself. That's the reason maxb's name even got involved in this situation. But maxb came out and cleared it up. Don't tie me or my people to any negative energy. And he meant that, because maxb is fresh out on positive vibes and trying to rebuild his legacy. So what really happened?
I'm laughing. I got up this morning, man. I'm like, yo, niggas really tried to get at me at the Boy Is Mine concert. You can't make this shit. Anyway, so I'm walking. I get my microphone. Now, let me finish framing for y'all. maxb and his whole crew is right there, stage. maxb is on the stage at this time. They called me because I'm going on right after maxb. Brandy and Monica do an in and out kind of set. So Monica's still on the set at this time. Brandy's about to take the stage for her part of the set. I'm going to come out on that like that. So it was going on like that. Anyway, they bring my mic to me. Artie is going to get me a bottle of water at the time, to wet my whistle before I go on stage. He's going to get the bottle. I get the mic. I start walking to the stage. Niggas sneak me. Niggas snuck a punch me from behind. 3 niggas tried to motherfucking sneak me. 3 niggas. 3 punk ass bitch ass niggas. And I'm just saying, it happens. It can happen to anybody. Shit happens to players too. Shit happens to real niggas too. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, niggas don't get no points for that. No real points for that. Niggas tried it. But whatever. We here. Whatever. So anyway, at that point, when we was shuffling, I see Artie diving across the motherfucking shit, grabbing the nigga. He's tussling with a nigga. I'm tussling with a nigga. As I'm moving, back and shit, I can stumble over some shit. Back Joe is there. Rich is there. It's just a melee. These niggas is grabbing me back, holding me back, and making sure, shit is all right, trying to get between everybody that's going on, security. It's a melee. So anyway, shit just kind of disperses and people disperse, and we make our move or whatever. So now I'm over there beefing. I'm hot, of course, because shit just went down. So I'm screaming and yelling, calling niggas pussy. You know how this shit go. So we eventually get to moving out of the building into the downstairs area, like the players area where they park and shit, and then we leave out the building. Done deal.
Oh, heated. Let me break it down like a man who's seen enough street drama to know how something small can turn into something big. You got multiple crews at a New York event. You got history, you got pride, you got status, and you got eyes watching everything. According to what Tasha K said, Ja Rule tried to rush the stage. He wanted to get out there. He was told no. And that right there, that's where most of the problems start in hip-hop. A 2-letter word, something most men can't handle. Because no hit's different when you used to being the man. No hit's different when you used to an era where security moved out of your way just because of who you were. But this time, they didn't move. And according to the most consistent version online, somebody stepped to him. And Ja Rule didn't like how it went. Ja Rule popped up online the next day drinking tea with a mark on his forehead that looked like he got introduced to somebody's knuckles. And he did the one thing people always do when something embarrassing happens. He over-denied it, like he was trying to erase the footage we might eventually see. And here's the part that makes the story crazy. The only thing Tasha K got wrong was the location. The fight, the altercation, the forehead, the energy, that part wasn't wrong at all. And she doubled down. And when Tasha doubles down, you know she feel confident about her source, because she said her person was right there. She even said Ja Rule got put on his ass. And whether you hate Tasha K or love her, one thing's true. Her only misreporting was outside the restaurant. Everything else matches what people heard backstage. And you know what else adds fuel to the fire? The fact that Ja Rule is threatening to sue.
Ja Rule, why are you sitting on the internet hollering sue? Y'all must think that shit scares me or something. I don't think you understand what has transpired since 2018 all the way up to 2025. I lost one lawsuit. I was in the hood. I lived down the street from a church's chicken. I had bulldogs digging a hole in the yard next to me. I didn't know shit about no mother lawyer. But it's real funny how you street that claim to be artists always hollering, I'm a sue. Fan asses. You're mad because I woke up your mother wine. I'm sorry that I was half asleep last night when the text came through. And I didn't have time to get on the phone with my source that was back there, and they saw you getting your whoop, and Fat Joe was sent to the side. Whoop, and Fat Joe was sent to the side. I got all the mucking deets. All of them. And I'm going to talk about them tonight on the show, okay? 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, YouTube, X, Facebook, Bigo, all the above. I get billions of views a month. I ain't got no reason to rely on you. Who is talking about you? You should be happy that this news is coming towards you because nobody is checking for you. You know you had no business up there, down there, around there. And no, it ain't have shit to do with maxb. So leave maxb out of it. The only reason I'm coming for you is because you and no tards out here talking about sue. And what is it going to do? What is it going to do? Because right now I'm sitting as a multi-millionaire. Kevin's Hart lawsuit went nowhere. Soulja Boy's lawsuit went nowhere. R. Kelly's lawsuit went nowhere. And millions of the cease and desist that I got, including lately from Clarissa Shields. That shit don't work. I got the same lawyers y'all got, same money y'all motherfucking got, if not more. I ain't got no business yelling this morning. Shit, I'm up eating chicken. I'm about to go to the goddamn gym.
Let's be real. When somebody runs to a lawsuit that quick, it's usually because their pride is hurt more than their body. And John's pride took a hit that night. Look, I'm not trying to disrespect him. I'm just saying what everybody else is already thinking. If it never happened, why so defensive? Why the forehead mark? Why the T video? Why would Tasha K lie about something that can be proven false in 10 seconds with a security video? She don't gain nothing for making up a story about Ja Rule. And here's the part that you didn't know. Monica's husband is business partners with 50 Cent. Think about that history. Think about the timing. Think about how the universe works. You're Ja Rule. You're at a show where people you got history with are connected. You try to go on stage, you get stopped, and some words get exchanged. And New York Energy starts doing what New York Energies do when egos collide. Security got involved. It ain't a mystery, it ain't a conspiracy. It's just a reality of hip-hop politics. Certain people can't be in the same building, and that's exactly what happened. Listen, the question everybody keeps asking is simple. Why did Ja Rule get so mad at Tasha K for reporting something that, according to her sources, he knows really happened? And that's the part of the story nobody wants to touch. The part where pride hurts more than any punch ever could. Because a lot of celebrities don't care about the truth. They care about how the truth makes them look. And in this case, it makes Ja Rule look like a man who ran into the wrong situation at the wrong time. So he did what most people do when they embarrassed. He attacked the messenger instead of the moment. He went straight at Tasha K like she made the story up out of thin air. He went on social media talking about suing, talking about how he ain't get touched. Let me tell you something. When somebody didn't get touched, they don't come online drinking tea with a knot on their head. They don't rush to threaten lawsuits. They don't do damage control before there's even damage. They just laugh it off and move on. But this man couldn't laugh. The hit was too real. The night was too embarrassing. And the fact that it happened around people connected to 50 Cent, man, listen, Ja Rule was never gonna let that narrative live because this feud been a part of his life for 20 years. That's not just hip hop beef. That's a lifetime of trauma. So if you thought Ja was gonna let TikTok, YouTube, and Tasha K spread a story about him getting dropped at the Brandy and Monica show, you don't understand pride, especially New York pride. And that's what makes this whole thing ironic. Ja said Tasha K lied, but she only got one detail wrong. The location. The altercation happened backstage, not outside. That's it. Same people, same night, same energy, same forehead. So why is Ja Rule shouting lie like he trying to convince himself? Because when you're a celebrity, perception is currency. And nothing ruins perception like getting dropped at an R&B concert. Not a rap show, not a street event, a Brandy and Monica show. Who wants to admit they got dropped during Angel of Mine? Who wants to say they hit the floor while the crowd was singing Almost Doesn't Count? That's a rough night for anybody. But for Ja Rule, that's nightmare fuel. That's a story you pray the internet never gets a hold of. And then there's the part people overlook, the 50 Cent connection. Because when Tasha K pointed out that Monica's husband is business partners with 50 Cent, everything suddenly made sense. Because in hip hop, nothing is random. Everything is politics. And if you think security at that show didn't know exactly who Ja Rule was, you haven't been paying attention for 20 years. They knew the history, they knew the tension. They knew what could happen if Ja Rule got out on that stage unannounced, uninvited, and unexpected. So they stopped him and they clashed. And that's what turned into what we heard about after the fact. Nobody is saying maxb put hands on anybody. maxb himself said, keep my name out of it. But somebody back there definitely did. And Ja Rule definitely felt it. And the most telling part of all of this, Tasha K said she has all the details. She said her source was right there. She said the only thing wrong was the building. And Ja Rule is still talking about suing, which is exactly what people do when they trying to cover up something that's true. Because if it was completely made up, Ja Rule would not care. There would be no lawsuit, no anger, no T video, and no forehead mark. Just a claim that never happened. But he didn't do that. He went full defense. And when someone defends themselves that hard, that fast, that emotionally, that means the story hit a nerve. And stories only hit nerves when there's a reason. So tonight we gotta call it how we see it. Something definitely went down. Maybe not exactly how it was first reported. Maybe not with the people we thought. But Ja Rule did not walk away from that show clean. And everybody online knows it. And until someone releases the full footage, we're gonna keep getting half stories, half truths, and full pride from people who don't want to admit they had a bad night. One thing is for sure, the story ain't over. Because anytime you got Ja Rule, Tasha K, maxb, 50cent, Brandy, Monica, you know the internet is just getting started. But hey, that's just my opinion. What's yours? Like, comment, subscribe, establish rich. I'll be back with another one. Peace.